Hello everyone, my name is Yosem, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. So we left off last time, we were in fusion crafting with the infuser fusion thingies and the crafting core. So you can see I added a whole bunch, I added a whole ton of capacitors. So they're all in here. So, no buttons everywhere. Shift, right click, turn that off. So you can see right now it's 100,000 million and 2.4 billion ish. I also made 4 more of the quantum quarries before I realized that the this stuff, the dimension shard ore, wasn't coming from those. It was coming from the void ore miner, or yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, void ore miner. It was coming from that thing. So I've got most of them turned off. This is completely self-contained right now. All the power coming to it is from all these obscene solar panel 6s. I get a bunch of them. They make 32,000 RF. Well, they can hold that much during the day. I think they generate 2,000 a tick, and I got a bunch of them. So if we were to turn these things on full tilt, I mean, it doesn't really do much. I mean, you can see that right now it says it's doing 0. So the input is enough to overbalance what's being taken out by these two. I did switch their configuration. They only, when they have a redstone signal, they turn off, and then I flipped these daylight sensors. Seriously. So I just shift right clicked on them. So now they emit when there's no light, I think it is. So basically when the sun goes down, it shuts them off. It also meant that I could have a lever on top of them, and when the lever's in the on position, it's turned off, which is useful. So now only those two are running, and even then only during the day. So it kind of lets them keep going, and I did turn that one off, and both the reactors are off since that thing's currently self-contained. I don't like the idea of using the solar panels. It seems, I mean, there's a lot that goes into making them, but they seem too easy. So I don't know. Eventually I'll have to figure something out. Let's see. So RF tools. First thing we need, because we're going to try a random dimension. So where is the dimension tab? There it is. This thing, empty dimension tab. That's what we need. In theory, we should be able to not afford that many of these, apparently. We should have little rice balls. That should do it. Uh-oh. Dogs heard something. End of the world. Oh, yeah. And I don't want to die. So we're going to make one of these. I'm pretty sure we don't have any of these in there. This will protect us if the dimension runs out of power. What are we missing? Oh, the dimension shards. We've got a few over here. We don't need all these. I infused everything we have currently that can... Down, please. That can be infused. Alright, that gets us this thing. And then also want the ability to come home. Because, you know, home is good. Apparently we need one of the normal ones. I don't know. I don't remember what the special thing about the advanced one is. But might as well make the advanced one. Where's all the redstone? There it is. Okay, give me a stack of those. I made an obscene amount of the various types of refined storage processors, and I think that burned up a lot of the redstone blocks we had. A lot of tools. There's that one. And there's that one. Okay, now we're going to come over here. Which one are you? You're lava. That works. Network connections. Where's the button? Edit. Private. There was something here I thought. Maybe it wasn't in this. Maybe it was in this. You could tell it was allowed to transmit power. Access. I know I saw something somewhere that it said like it would wirelessly charge stuff. Maybe it was it the battery that did it? Well, either that or maybe it was in an older version. I thought there was a way you could tell it was allowed to wirelessly charge stuff that was walking by it. So ignore limit. Yeah, well. Click. Toss. Look at it go. Those will charge up. Okay, so actually no, we need to be over here. Inscriber. So what we're basically just going to do, we're going to take one of these, we're going to put it in here, we're going to give it a name. We're going to call it random because that's what it is. And we're not going to give it anything in here. We're just going to go. So now we have a realized dimension tab. We're going to put it in here. And it's going to charge up really, really, really fast. Ooh, 10 RF per tick is how much this thing's going to cost. I don't know if we can afford that. Where are you? There you are. You are fully charged. You are getting there. Okay, so now we need our toys. See, this thing down here stays filtered. I kind of wish this one would with what I type into it. I know I can, oops. I can put a filter in it, but I'd kind of rather it just stuck with what I typed. Miss those. These can be crafted into a few components. I made one of these just so we had it. We don't have any biome cards right now, or biome gadgets, dimlets, so it's not that useful. We need the matter transmitter. We need the matter receiver. We need dimension editor dialing device, okay. Destination analyzer, sure, why not? And then I think we need to make another one of these. And then we have the wrench, okay. We'll just put these in here. Got a bunch of them. We'll put, are they both connected? No. We'll just put them right here for now because I want them to have power. So we'll put our receiver here. We'll put our transmitter there. And I want to charge this one. Actually, I did not need to put it into the ground. We can just smack it down right there and it should. Yes, okay. And then I believe once it's charged, we can just shift right click it. So this is the transmitter. Yeah, shift right click. Okay, good. It has power. Perfect. Put that there. Receiver name. Home public. Is that all I had to do? I think so. Will that save that? Yep. Home transmitter public. Okay. Now, this is the part I'm not entirely sure about. I think we can just put the dialer down. Yep. Okay, there's the home transmitter, and we want it to go. We want it to dial to this one. So dial. It doesn't have any power. That would be a problem. I think we're going to need to rewire this. Let's just grab those. Alright, we need power. Cable, second cables. I doubt we'll need this much, but just in case. Then, let's see. I know this thing can accept power from all of its sides. Slurp, there goes some power. So we'll do that. And let's just smack some power down in here. Put our receiver, put our dialer, home transmitter. Okay, that's the one we want to hold on to. Now we need, yeah, we'll just do this. It's not pretty, but it'll work. There's our dialing device and our analyzer. Okay, so that's building up. That's its thing. We want it to go from here to here. Dial. Okay, and what do you do? Oh, I think that's what makes this thing green, maybe? I don't know. Green is good. Remember that. No dog, go away. Pesky little dogs, like, but you're up here. This is where I really want to be. No. Alright. Take that out of there. We'll put it where the buckwheat ever uses. Okay, let's put some cable away and let's go jump through and see where we end up. Ooh, we gotta take some toys with us too. We're gonna put that away and that away. I don't think we're gonna need those. Let's grab this. Because why not? Solar tier 1 generates 1. Let's do, make me a tier 3. And what else are we gonna need? I remember. No. No. There we go. Okay, so we need these things to be able to actually craft some of the material types and the liquid types and things like that. So I already made one material absorber and I fed it the inferium ore, and it takes a while. It looked like it was pretty much 1 ore per percentage that it had to go. I made a liquid one and I gave it oil, like canola oil. Well, the fermented canola oil, whatever. Biome, I've got one, but we don't have any decent biomes here, so I haven't really done much. So I want to take a few of these with us, just in case we find something interesting. So we'll just make, apparently, not much of those because we don't have much in the way of buckets. So now we'll make one of these. We're going to make a couple biome absorbers because those might be useful. This is the terrain absorber. A couple of those. Feature. What? Whoa, really? Yeah, that's fine. Just keep working. Eventually you'll find what we've got. Really? Do we have any wool? Whatever. It's good enough. Okay, so we got these. Okay. Now the biome absorber, basically you just kind of plop it down in a chunk that has a specific biome you want, and over time it sucks it up. See, this one's biome absorber mega taiga. We really do have crap for biomes around here. We got taiga, mega taiga, roofed forest, plains, I think. Nothing really good. So I'm basically just kind of holding on to those for now, just to kind of see if we find anything interesting. But let's see, we got, this. We need to bind this. Shift, right click. Receiver 2 added to the charged border. Okay, so if we come over here. Okay, that's really useful actually. Okay, we stand here and game chokes. Creating new config file. Oh, we have a debuff. Or debuff, is it? No, we got a buff. Resistance 3, that's something. Is there anything here? Did we actually manage to random another void dimension? Or is that how they set it up? So you can't... That would be evil. Let me scout around a bit and I'll be back. Okay, best I can figure, there's nothing here. I mean, I looped out a little bit just to kind of see if there was anything, and I get the feeling this thing is evilly generating empty void dimensions as random, which I guess kind of makes sense, kind of. But then again, it takes Awakened Draconium to make these things. It's not like you're going to be getting it early, so I don't know. And I did not bring a dialing device with me. Well, it's a good thing we brought this thing then. Oh well. The heck with you, Dimension. Home we go. So that complicates things a bit. So let's charge this thing back up because apparently it's really useful. This thing we haven't needed yet. Luckily well actually I suppose luckily it only holds 1,000,000 RF. I was really hoping to be able to find something useful as far as biomes go. I mean, there were like ocean and deep ocean, which could actually be useful. It looked like it was random to nighttime only because it was, it's 12 a.m. now over there. When I first started moving around, it was like 8 a.m. I think, and it never got bright out. Let's take a peek here. So if we want to do, let's see, what do we need? We're going to need a terrain. You can only craft void, really? That's just evil. Okay. What happens if we do... that really is just mean. Time normal. They've disabled all this stuff. I mean, I suppose it's not that big a deal. It means that we don't really have to worry about it when we random a dimension. We could just random one with the biome with the time we wanted. So what if we look at time, like say we wanted to have it at noon all the time. These are the components we would need. How many of these do we have? Oops. It looks like we've got a chunk of all of them. What we don't have is the time absorber, which we would need to use at a very specific time every day. Oops. Because we probably don't have any clocks. That'd be my guess. Nope. Wrong button. Huh? Gotta click the right recipe. There we go. And then, if I understand right, do we have a clock that can go off at a specific time? I'm betting we don't. In theory, I guess we could use... Well, that might work. A daylight sensor. And then redstone. No, that's not what I'm thinking at all there. Because basically what we need to do is we need to put this thing down. And when it gets the time of day we want, we click it. Because I think noon would be ideal, because then it doesn't really matter, I suppose. But you can put that down. Give this block a redstone signal at the right time you want to absorb. Okay? So if we put this thing down, and then we go... It's been a while since I messed with one of these. How many we got? Power 1. Power 12. So I'm betting at noon it's probably power 15. So we could do that. Just put it on the end of it. A redstone signal at the right time. So yeah, in theory we could do that. Maybe let's do that. Well, let's play. Let's see what we can do. That is a bummer. I was really hoping we'd be able to actually random gen something interesting. I mean, I suppose it makes sense to a point, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. Material. Can we actually... Oh, Inferium ore. Okay. Okay, so that one requires some of these. A rarity 4. Okay. A triple lightning bolt thing. Do we have any of those? Whatever these are. Dimlet advanced memory unit. Alright. And whatever this is. Material controller. Alright. And... no, this one. Inferium ore. Because, why not? We put it right there. Generating cost. Costs 1,000 RF a tick, and it adds 500 ticks to the generation time. That's something. Okay, so now... terrain, we can get void. Let's see. So we would need something else. Can we do features? Feature. Orbs. What's that? Oh, we would need to actually be able to see them. That's a pain. How do you destroy a dimension? Ooh, what's that? Oh, okay, feature. I don't know. This is interesting. Can we change the sky? Okay, you can't. You can use home, but you can't do, wow. they have locked out pretty much everything. You can't do shift home. That's what I keep trying to do. No rain, can't. So basically all you can craft is void. Huh. Weird. There's got to be something I'm missing here. Let me go dig around a bit and I'll be back. So I flew around for a little while. Well, not that far actually, or not that long, but I came across these things. I'm back in that random dimension, which I realized I can't create another random one because I've got this one and I can't get rid of it. Huh. The heck are you? Bye. Kill these things, I guess. I'm thinking maybe this is qualified as a feature. I don't know. It says it's made of bone. I'm guessing it's something to do with the dimension we're in. Maybe it's a desert thing. I don't know. But we're gonna try, since it's probably, it would be a feature if it's part of the dimension. So we'll put that down right there. And we had some horses over. What the heck is that? It's a tiny little purple thing. Oh, it's a mushroom. Look at them all. Yeah, shoot at me. Come on. Come on, keep shooting. Oh, too bad. The best I can figure is we would need to generate more dimensions. That way we can try and find the little dimension huts that you can get the dimlets out of. But I don't know how to generate another dimension. When I generated a random dimension, which is all I can do right now. Place this block. Huh. It won't stack again, so maybe it's doing something. When I tried to create another random dimension, it just took me back to the exact, like it made a duplicate. So this one's actually a duplicate. You can see it's random ID 2. The one that's actually in the machine right now it's called random 1 and it has the same ID. So I'm not sure. Normally, according to the wiki, you could use the editor to send over a piece of TNT and that would destroy it, but that's turned off by default. I'd have to go edit the configs to do that, and I don't know if this thing's actually doing anything. So, I don't know if I spelled that right, whatever. We'll just leave that there. So I'm going to continue flying around and see if I can find something else. And we're back. Figured something out. You can't craft all of the dimlets in the workbench. I was playing around here in JAI and I noticed that, well, you got the digit dimlets here, but these are the ones I wanted because I can make a random dimension that has this digit in it, and it's a different random dimension than the other one. So right now we're in the first one I created. I used digit dimlet 0, which is somewhere in here. And nice and easy to make, and once you have it, you basically just keep recrafting them to get the next one. So 0 crafted turns into 1, 1 into 2. So I've got them all the way up to 9, and this is, like I said, the first dimension. And check this one out. This one has features. It's got, I think these are dirt. That's what they look like. Yeah, they look dirt-like. Now, I don't think those guys are going to be able to get up here, but you're going to wait and make sure. Okay, good. They can't fall down. That one looks like a golem. That's interesting. We have a feature absorber. First off, let's make you dead, because you're annoying. Almost, and dead. Not dead. Man, there's a lot of them. I mean, I suppose it kind of makes sense given how little terrain there is here. So we should, in theory, just going to pop that down. There we go. Unknown feature, 0%. Okay. Is there a door? There's not a door, which means we'll make a door in the ceiling. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we got control circuit, cobblestone dimlet. Okay, toys. Take those, take those. And this is one of the things we can pop open. And then, what do we got? Dimensional cross 2 block. Material dimlet. Interesting. Dimensional cross 2 block. Huh. Don't know what that is. Next one. Material Demlet Cobblestone. Wait, didn't we have one of those already? Do these not stack? They're identical, but they don't stack. That's fantastic. Biome type desert. Nice. We got a box. We don't need. Click. Chicken. How's this thing doing? 25%. So this is good. I mean, I get the feeling by default the biomes are all going to be a void of some kind. I don't even know if we're going to be able to generate a biome that isn't a void, because I get the feeling that's in the configs. So we'll have to kind of take a peek. But I'm going to let this thing finish so that we can see how it works. Hopefully we'll have time, but I'm going to let this thing finish. It depends on how long it takes, and I'm going to zoom around here and see if I can find any more of these little station things. Okay, so I just ran into something interesting. I was in the other side, in the other dimension, the second random dimension, with the big dirt orbs, and I was flying around getting the stations, which I found like 2 more of, I think, maybe 3. And I found a block floating in the air, which I thought was kind of weird. And I flew up to it, and it said chance cube. So I broke it. I thought it was a chance cube, and I pick it up. And this is what it said right here. Oh, man. It says, I hope this isn't near your base, because you have 400 ticks before stuff goes bye-bye. I teleported out right after that. I wasn't going to wait and find out, because I get the feeling that that's the one that is the 300 block radius, everything is gone type thing, so I wasn't going to wait to see if that was right or not. But we got a few more thingies. Let's see. I built another dimension builder. This is the first. That's our first dimension. That's ID 2. This, where is it? This one. This is the one that had the explodey thing in it, so I'm just going to put that right there and let that one die. Next time I reboot the server, I'm going to change the safety configuration that allows us to destroy dimensions, because otherwise there's just going to be a ton of them floating around, because we really don't need that many. And let's see, we use one of these. I already used 0, so we have a random with nothing that gave us dimension ID 2. We have a random with a 0. You can see there are digits 0 that gave us the dimension ID 3. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put this here. We're going to put this here. And I think I called it, this will be random. Wait, rarity 0, dimmet 1. Yeah, we'll do, well, technically it's random 3. Store. Okay, then we put it in, no, this is the builder. We toss it in here. 30. Wow, what does it have in it? So shift click. Base seed, world version, terrain void. Yeah, saw that coming. So, biome controller single. It can have fortresses. Sun 1, weather. I don't see anything in there about the time, so we'll have to see. Let's toss it in there. Come over here. Home, random 3, ID 4, dial. Checks up okay. That thing is fully powered. And whoosh. Is the sun not moving? Well, this one could be useful. I mean, as far as random goes, it sounds like, from what I've been seeing, random can give you some interesting things, and they don't cost as much if they're random. Seriously, why is it every time I start recording? So this one only costs, what, like, was it like 30 a tick or something like that? But the, it's like 10% of the cost if it wasn't randomly generated. So if I had whatever it was and I put it in here, it would only cost us, it's like, you know, if it cost 300, it would be 30. So it's kind of interesting. I don't see anything immediately in the area. I mean, it's another void dimension, which, you know, not exactly ideal. But this one has some potential. So ID4 could be useful because it's noon. This could be a good place to put our farms or something, because in theory it should be fairly safe. So we'll teleport back. Someday. There we go. Ooh, don't step on that. Put that in there. Grab this one, grab this one. This is how come I want to be able to destroy dimensions, because, you know, we're using them up pretty quick. We have that builder there. Teleporter. Dialer from home. Random 4, are you in there now? There you are. Okay, dial looks good. Let's see what this one is. The server actually has a bit of a conniption every time I do this, since it's generating a brand new dimension. And this looks remarkably familiar. Goodbye. Move back. A potato and a sapling. Thank you, little piggy. Well, this one's similar to the other one, but it looks like it time does pass in here. What's this one qualify as? What's this one? Random 4? Yeah. Mob. Wait. How the heck does that work? So terrain void, stone, no, yep, Controller default. Feature, it has volcanoes. That'd be kind of interesting. Sun. Huh. Apparently I need more sleep. Fog. Everything is pretty normal in here, but I don't get what the last one does. Entity Creeper and Entity Endermite. Does that mean that's the only bad guy that spawns in this area? That's interesting. So in theory, we might be able to find volcanoes in this one, which could be kind of cool. But yeah, so this is kind of interesting. I'm going to have to hopefully set aside some time and create some more random dimensions and see if we can get some decent stuff. And then also go through the dimlets and see which ones we can actually craft. I should probably make another one of these. It's not like we're going to use the Ender stuff for anything else right now. Wait, you can be infused. Let us infuse you. Be infused. Okay. So that's that. Now I want to look at something else that I think we're going to take a look at. We're actually going to make use of it next time. But I want to look at it and see. Where is it? These. End crystals. Yeah, that's actually really cool. Let's make a few of those. I didn't know that's what these were for. That gives us potential. Okay, yeah. I think next time we're going to craft some of these. And along with that... Actually, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to craft them now. And we'll make use of them next time. We're going to craft a couple of these. Because we can apparently use these to extract essence from mobs. And then we can use them in RF Tools spawners. Which could be very interesting. So I think that's what we're going to do next time. But this time I think I'm going to slowly start kind of putzing around with the dimensions and see if I can get the materials necessary to hopefully do something with this. But I need to look and see if there are any... I need to like check on the forums and stuff like that and see if anybody's found a way to make something that isn't a void dimension. Because if I can specify a terrain type, that'll be much more useful, I guess. You know, to be able to do that in case we ever want something that is... I wouldn't mind having floating islands. That seems like that'd be kind of cool. So if I can figure out how to do that, that'd be good. But for now, I think we're going to say thank you for watching. If you liked the episode, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button and you will see more videos. If you happen to know someone who might be interested in watching me fuddle my way through dimensions and apparently need more sleep, send them a link. Maybe they'll like the video. Maybe they'll subscribe, and then hopefully you get to be happy for making somebody else happy, and I get to be happy for channel support, which is awesome and always appreciated. So again, thank you for watching.